Thank you. Muchas gracias. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much. Thank you to my colleague and friend, Congressman Stanton, for that kind introduction, and to the entire Democratic delegation from Arizona and the delegation that stood here with me that has supported me throughout this process. I rise today the proud granddaughter of a bracero, a hardworking Mexican immigrant who came to this country for a better life, and I stand as the proud daughter of a U.S. congressman, a man who spent his entire life fighting for justice, equity, and dignity for the most vulnerable. Yeah. From working as a vaquero to serving in Congress in just a single generation, that is the promise of this country. That is the America I want to raise my three beautiful children in, Adelina, Raul, and Joaquin. Stand up, baby. Look at them. They, along with my amazing husband, Sol, and my wonderful mama, Ramona, are here with me today. Muchas gracias por su apoyo y tu amor. And thank you to La Gente of Southern Arizona for making history, electing me the first Latina, the first Chicana from Arizona to ever go to Congress. Este momento es histórico para nuestra comunidad. Es un honor ser la primera latina en representar a Arizona en el Congreso y les aseguro que aunque soy la primera, no será la última. And while we celebrate this moment today, our American promise is under serious threat. Basic freedoms are under attack. Healthcare premiums are skyrocketing. Babies are being ripped away from their parents by masked agents. We can and must do better. What is most concerning is not what this administration has done, but what the majority in this body has failed to do. Hold Trump accountable as a co-equal branch of government that we are. It has been 50 days since the people of Arizona's 7th Congressional District elected me to represent them. 50 days that over 800,000 Arizonans have been left without access to the basic services that every constituent deserves. This is an abuse of power. One individual should not be able to unilaterally obstruct the swearing in of a duly elected member of Congress for political reasons. Our democracy only works when everyone has a voice. This includes the millions of people across the country who have experienced violence and exploitation, including Liz Stein and Jessica Michaels, both survivors of Jeffrey Epstein's abuse. They are here in the gallery with us this evening. Thank you for being here. Just this morning, House Democrats released more emails showing that Trump knew more about Epstein's abuses than he previously acknowledged. It's past time for Congress to restore its role as a check and balance on this administration and fight for we, the American people. We need to fight for our immigrant communities and veterans. We need to stand up for our public schools, children, and educators. We need to respect tribal sovereignty in our environment. We need to stand up for LGBTQ+ rights, because that's what the American people expect us to do. Fight for them. That is why I will sign the discharge petition right now to release the Epstein files. Justice cannot wait another day. Adelante, mi gente. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. I yield back.
All right, we have been listening to a Democratic Congresswoman, Adelita Grijalva, being sworn in to Congress. It's pretty unusual that we would listen to the entire speech in this kind of a circumstance with a freshman member of Congress. Why are we doing it? She briefly addressed in her speech the survivors, the Epstein survivors, that are apparently in the gallery, remember, surrounding up above the House of Representatives. And Kristen Soltis Anderson, her profile has been elevated because Mike Johnson delayed this. Now, obviously, Republicans don't say it's because of the Epstein files. Adelita Grijalva says, yes, it is. I'm going to sign this discharge petition. It's going to cause a vote on this. I want to make sure that I'm putting this to you in a way that kind of makes sense for how you think about the world. But I think my question for you is, how and why does the administration's refusal and real attempts that we can see to prevent these files from becoming public, how is that playing with the public? I mean, why are they so worried about it? There's got to be something in there that they're concerned about in terms of their voters.
So one reason why I think this issue is unique against all of the other things that Donald Trump has done that make people kind of tear their hair out and go, oh, he's so this or that or the other thing, is that a big piece of his whole message is that there is an elite and they play by a different set of rules, and I'm not part of that. I'm one of you. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting to take it to those people. And this story does seem to scramble or confuse that narrative. Now, what I don't know is why there is a belief that the emails we saw today, for instance, I don't think that normally that would cause a blip in the polls. Now, the American public is not, this is not like some science experiment where you check and then you add a news story and then you check again, because there's a lot going on, right? Donald Trump's job approval numbers have been going down little by little over the course of the year. You had the Epstein blow up a few months ago, but you've also had tariffs. You've had ICE raids. You've had protests. You've had, we bombed Iran. You've had peace deals in the Middle East. You've had a lot of things happening. And so what I don't know is to what extent this is causing particular consternation, because it's an issue that really matters a lot to Trump's base. He can put forward tariffs and his voters like it. He can bomb Iran and his voters like it. He can do lots of things that create big headlines and create big stories, and his voters like it. This is one thing. There's no way for his voters to like that he was friends with Jeffrey Epstein. I think that's why they're so sensitive.